Everybody, welcome back. Change your perspective, change your awareness, change your life. I'm Dr. Michelina AF, hashtag that felon doctor, here to talk to you about summertime. Summertime in the natural cycle of things is when everything is in full bloom, right? Summertime, things are thriving. And physically, we get into the summertime in our life between like 25 and I'll say 50. Now, people would argue with that probably, but I'm going to say 50. Because it's like, that's like the August of life, you know? But 25 to 50, you're in the full height, you're in your full maturation of physicality. Gravity hasn't hit you yet. Things aren't wearing out so much yet. You are fully actualized. Your brain is fully actualized. Your body's fully actualized. Like, you're at the kind of pinnacle of self. And so, a lot of times, what we do in the summer of our lives, we are in our physical summer of our lives, but we've got to go back and investigate. So we're physically in the summer, but mentally, a lot of times we're in like the fall or the spring. What I mean by that is, if we kind of skip mental summer, and we'll be 30, 35, 40. These are thriving years. And somehow we've been brainwashed to think that there's something wrong with when we turn 30. It's like, no, that's bizarre. Why? That's 30% of your life is done. Why is that a bad thing? It's crazy to me that we think we're old at 50. It's like, what? The actual F. Like, half your life is done. We get into this physical summer that we somehow feel like we're behind when we're in the peak thrive of our life. We get to 30 and it's like, we're not married, we don't have kids. Oh, we're out of touch. Like, what in the hell goes on? I don't get it. And it's like the craziest thing to me, because what we do is we go right from the spring of our lives, a lot of times, to having children, and then we move into the fall of our lives, and they're in the spring of their lives. And we've skipped the summer. We've skipped the thrive. We have skipped the enjoyment. It's like, what did we do here? And so, because children bring renewal. And a lot of times we need renewal in fall. As things are wearing out, it's nice to have something that's wearing in. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. But in summer, we don't need renewal. In summer, we need enjoyment. We need to like be and enjoy and just sit in. And so our summer season of our lives is woefully misguided a lot of the time. Woefully misguided. Mainly because of limiting beliefs, society, and all types of things. And if you guys don't know what limiting beliefs are, they're literally beliefs that limit you. So in the summer of your life, a lot of times, in order to actually thrive, in order to be fully actualized, mind, body, and soul, you need to go back and investigate. You need to be like, okay, what is limiting me? What am I taking with me from my childhood that doesn't serve me? What traumas do I have? What adversity did I not overcome, right? And so we have to spend the first little bit of our summertime investigating our springtime. I'm saying that because I had to do it, right? And I'm in the summer of my life. So I always say, like, 30 is the new 20. Like, I don't understand. Like, I was just talking to my brother about this. I was like, I feel like the kid I've always been. Like, I feel like the kid I've always been. Maybe it's because I don't have kids myself, but like, and I've had some heavy shit, you know? I have the heavy things that I carry. But even still, it's not that I'm not responsible. It's just like, I don't feel like my life is over because I'm 33. Like, I feel like my life's just beginning because, like, why wouldn't it be? Life is so good. And so, like, it's so crazy to me that people hit 30 and they're like, oh, I hit 30. Like, yeah, what'd you think was going to happen? Like, yeah, that's what happens when time moves on and you stay around. Yes. And like when I hit 40, I'm be like, cool. 40 is the new 30. What do I care? If I hit 70, I'd be like, cool. Some people don't get this long. It must mean I've got a lot of stuff going on. I don't know. But I'm getting ahead of myself into the fall and winter seasons. Summertime season, we need to reframe, because when we are in 25 to 50 of our life, those should be the years where everything is working out. They should not be the years we feel the most in bondage, the most enslaved, the most helpless, the most depressed, the most kind of countered on every side. And that's what happens. Like, you see all these people who are 30 and 40 who are living in doom and gloom. And it's like, for what? Why? What the literal F are you doing? Why? 25 to 50 should be times of enjoyment. That's the summer of your life. That's when you should be the freest. And a lot of times that's when we're the most fettered. And what happens is we have a winter in our summertime, because it's like we put the most pressure on ourselves. We get ourselves in the most crippling situations. And then we're like looking around at our life at 35 and we're like, God, I hate everything about this. We're having midlife crises much earlier than anybody ever did before, because we go along a trajectory and we don't investigate it. And so, like, a lot of people have winter circumstances in the summertime of their life. And it's really tough to watch. It's really tough to see. So if you're in that summertime, 25 to 50 age range, which you probably are, because I tend to work with people in this time. This is where I meet people, okay? The 25 to 50 age range, people who I want to be in the summer of their life that are somehow fast forwarded into the fall and the winter of their life. So probably if you're watching this, you are within that age range, that physical age range, 25 to 50. And you're probably in that mental, emotional winter of your life or fall of your life, which again, I have been in and I get. And nobody can be in summer all the time because things cycle and they season. However, we lose the precious time that we have because we're so busy being in the winter and the fall, and we skip the summer. We skip the summer. And so with all that being said, what can you do? What can you do if you are in the summer of your life, but you're actually in like the winter or the fall of your life, which we'll talk about in the next couple days. But I was just talking about this on my TikTok. Identify if in 5 years you look at your life now and you're like, do I want to be here in 5 years? If the answer is fuck no, then you need to make changes now to shift where you want to be in 5 years. Like, I know right now, if I'm looking at my life and I'm like, hey, in 5 years, do I want to be right where I'm at? And the answer is no. Then I need to identify, what don't I like about my life right now that I certainly wouldn't want to carry on for the next 5 years? What steps can I start taking to change that now? Right? If you are in the summer of your life, but you're in a winter, emotionally or mentally, and you hate your life and you don't like what you've got, what needs to change? First off, certainly you, but what do you need to change for those circumstances to shift? And that can be anything. I mean, hey, that can literally be anything. I do not know everybody's specific circumstance, only you know. It could be hiring somebody, it could be getting a different job, it could be like cutting it quits with a partner, it could be moving, it could be anything. I don't know, going to the gym regularly. It could be anything. There's always going to be, I think, a place in our lives where we're a little dissatisfied. So we want to identify that and see where we can shift things. And if you're like, I am unsatisfied everywhere, it's like, okay, well, the first change has to be your mind state. Welcome. That's why you're here. Right? So summer season, so important to capitalize on and so often fast forwarded through. So I hope that's helpful. I'm going to be bringing you the next couple seasons the next couple days, and if you like what you are hearing, let's grow the channel, subscribe, tell your friends, hit the bell so that you know when I'm going to be posting new things. Comment below, let me know what you want to hear about, and I will see you guys on the next video.